There's a reason why the most powerful people in any room are often the quietest. They understand something that the loudest do not. True power does not announce itself. It does not need external approval. It does not show off. While everyone else is broadcasting their plans, seeking validation, and showing their hand, the dangerous ones remain silent. They are building their plans and projects in the shadows, perfecting skills that no one sees, creating advantages that no one expects. And when the time comes, they don't reveal their power. They demonstrate it. It's not about being passive. It's not about hiding. It's about strategic silence, calculated calm, hidden capabilities. That's stay dangerous, stay quiet. Chapter 1. Why loud people rarely win. You have a choice: to perform or to produce. That's the key. Most people confuse noise with movement. They think speaking is progress. They think attention equals achievement. But noise is the language of insecurity. Loud people broadcast because they lack internal certainty. The quieter someone is, the more control they have. That's the first rule of dominance. Real power doesn't announce itself. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't control the noise of others, but you can control your silence. That's where victory begins. 1. Noise is energy wasted. Every word about your plan is energy leaked from execution. The brain rewards you for speaking goals out loud. It releases dopamine, the chemical of satisfaction. That's the trap. You feel accomplished before you've done anything. You talk about running a marathon. The applause feels like progress. The validation replaces the discipline. So the marathon never happens. You have a choice: to talk for approval or to move for results. Repeat after me. Silence stores power. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't complete what you've already celebrated. That's why talkers fade and doers rise. 2. Noise seeks validation. Silence builds certainty. Loud people want witnesses. Quiet people want results. Validation is addictive. Every time you explain your goals, you hand control of your motivation to someone else. You become dependent on reaction, and dependence kills direction. The disciplined don't explain. They execute. You have a choice: to impress or to progress. Repeat after me. Validation is a leash. I cut it. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't build certainty while begging for attention. That's slavery disguised as ambition. 3. Noise reveals weakness. Loud people expose information. They show plans. They show emotion. They show timeline. Competitors don't need to outwork them. They just wait. In any competitive field, business, combat, politics, loudness shortens lifespan. Because the moment you broadcast intent, you forfeit leverage. Silence confuses. Noise confirms. You have a choice: to be predictable or to be unreadable. Repeat after me. Silence is strategy. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't surprise anyone when they know your move. That's how the loud die first. 4. Winners don't announce, they demonstrate. Observe any high-performance environment. The winners are quiet. The champion doesn't talk about training. The billionaire doesn't discuss their next investment. The strategist doesn't explain their move. They don't broadcast, they build. And when they act, there's no warning, no prediction, no resistance. You have a choice: to announce or to demonstrate. Repeat after me. Results speak. I don't. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't broadcast power and preserve it. That's why the dangerous stay invisible until it's too late. 5. Noise feeds ego. Silence feeds growth. Noise inflates the ego. Silence strengthens the structure. Loud people chase recognition. Quiet people chase precision. The ego wants applause. Discipline wants accuracy. The ego performs. Discipline prepares. You have a choice: to live in the audience or to live in the arena. Repeat after me. Ego shouts. Discipline listens. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't improve while performing. That's why the loud stagnate while the quiet evolve. 6. Silence protects focus. Noise divides attention. Every time you talk, you split your energy. Silence channels it. It keeps your focus internal, compact, and sharp. A mind spread across conversations can't build precision. A mind anchored in silence becomes a weapon. You have a choice: to dissipate energy or to direct it. Repeat after me. Focus loves silence. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't aim accurately if you keep announcing the target. That's why quiet workers outperform loud dreamers. 7. Noise is a signal for distraction. In every room, the loudest one is the most distracted. The quietest one is the most dangerous. Noise is defense. People talk to mask doubt. They talk to fill silence they can't handle. But distraction is weakness. You have a choice: to fill space or to own it. Repeat after me. Quiet is control. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't master space you keep trying to escape. Silence is not absence. It's authority. 8. Information is ammunition. Every detail you reveal becomes ammunition for someone else. Your plans, your timelines, your ambitions. Once spoken, they belong to the world. Quiet is defense. Noise is surrender. The powerful never show their full hand. They speak only when the outcome is secured. You have a choice: to supply enemies or to starve them. Repeat after me. Information is currency. I spend nothing. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't maintain control if you keep handing it away. That's why discretion equals dominance. 9. The psychology of silence. Silence isn't passive. It's pressure. It creates uncertainty in others. They fill the void with assumptions, fear, and mistakes. The one who speaks less controls more, because silence amplifies imagination, and imagination is more powerful than any word. You have a choice: to talk for relief or to stay quiet for control. Repeat after me. My silence speaks louder than their noise. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't intimidate with words. You intimidate with absence. 10. Noise is temporary. Quiet is timeless. Noise fades. Quiet compounds. The talkers peak early, all sound, no structure. The silent builds systems, habits, leverage. Over time, the quiet win because consistency beats charisma. You have a choice: to chase attention or to create inevitability. Repeat after me. Quiet builds permanence. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't perform forever, but you can build forever. That's how you win in silence. Noise is weakness disguised as confidence. Silence is strength disguised as nothing. You have a choice: to entertain or to evolve. Repeat after me. I say less. I do more. I broadcast nothing. I execute everything. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't become dangerous while talking. You become dangerous by disappearing into the work. That's the lesson. That's the beginning of quiet power. You've learned why the loud rarely win. Because noise drains energy, reveals weakness, and invites interference. Now it's time to weaponize what you've learned. The advantage of being underestimated. Chapter 2. The strategic value of being underestimated. You have a choice: to demand attention or to collect leverage. That's the key. Being underestimated is not a weakness. It's a weapon. When they think you're smaller, slower, or softer than you are, they expose themselves. They relax. They stop preparing. And that's when you strike. You win by surprise, not spectacle. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't control their perception, but you can design it. That's the strategy of invisibility. 1. Underestimation is camouflage. Camouflage isn't just visual, it's behavioral. When people underestimate you, they create a mental shortcut. Safe, unthreatening, ordinary. That's your opening. You blend in while building capability. You appear harmless while sharpening precision. Every misjudgment they make gives you more room to move. You have a choice: to fight for recognition or to fight for advantage. Repeat after me. I hide in plain sight. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't sneak past offenses that are already alert. Camouflage requires their confidence. That's how quiet wins. 2. Visibility creates vulnerability. The moment you're recognized as dangerous, the world builds walls around you. Competitors study you. Enemies coordinate against you. Systems adjust to limit you. Visibility invites resistance. That's why the most powerful forces operate unseen. Information networks, intelligence agencies, private capital. The power is real, but invisible. You have a choice: to be known or to be effective. Repeat after me. Recognition costs leverage. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't move freely when everyone's watching. Power is lost the moment it's explained. That's why quiet remains dominant. 3. The element of surprise is the ultimate multiplier. The strongest weapon in any system is the unexpected. When you strike from obscurity, your impact multiplies. Not because you're stronger, but because they're unprepared. They underestimated your range. They discounted your capacity. They dismissed your intent. Then you act, and the entire board changes. You have a choice: to announce your move or to deliver it silently. Repeat after me. Surprise wins wars. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't surprise anyone who's been warned. Secrecy creates speed. That's execution through stealth. 4. Silence buys you time. The quiet are not idle. They're accumulating. Time, information, skill, resources. The loud waste time explaining. The quiet use time preparing. Every minute spent in silence compounds. While they're talking, you're training. While they're performing, you're positioning. You have a choice: to seek reaction or to build readiness. Repeat after me. Silence compounds advantage. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't accelerate results if you keep announcing them. Patience is a weapon. That's momentum through discretion. 5. Appear average. Operate advanced. The underestimated appear predictable. That's their camouflage. You let them think you're average. You let them assume you're simple. You let them believe they've measured you. Then, when the time comes, you reveal capability they never accounted for. That's the difference between amateur and architect. The amateur plays to be seen. The architect plays to win. You have a choice: to prove you're special or to let them learn it too late. Repeat after me. I appear ordinary. I operate exceptional. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't ambush anyone who's already on alert. Underestimation is tactical invisibility. That's deception through design. 6. They study noise, not stillness. People chase trends. They monitor movements. They follow the loud. But you're not loud. You're deliberate. While the world tracks noise, you build patterns in silence. You don't broadcast your evolution, you execute it. You don't argue about strategy, you apply it. By the time they notice your progress, it's already irreversible. You have a choice: to seek attention or to weaponize invisibility. Repeat after me. They can't counter what they can't see. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't defend against silence. Silence bypasses systems. That's advantage through absence. 7. Underestimation reduces resistance. When people fear you, they block you. When they underestimate you, they open the door. Every competitor that ignores you becomes an unpaid ally in your eyes. They give you time. They give you space. They give you freedom. You move unopposed. You have a choice: to demand acknowledgement or to build undetected. Repeat after me. The unseen meet no resistance. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't bypass barriers you keep building through pride. Invisibility eliminates friction. That's motion through misdirection. 8. Examples of the invisible elite. Bezos was dismissed as a book salesman. Zuckerberg was written off as a college kid. Khabib was just a grappler. They all understood the rule: let them misjudge, then dominate. While competitors focused on visibility, they focused on systems. While others announced progress, they built infrastructure. By the time the world noticed, it was too late to stop them. You have a choice: to defend your reputation or to design your empire. Repeat after me. Let them doubt. I'll deliver. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't build momentum while managing perception. The invisible win because the visible are distracted. That's domination through deception. 9. Don't correct misjudgment. Exploit it. When people misjudge you, don't argue. Don't correct them. Don't explain. Every false assumption they hold is a tactical asset. You let them believe you're slow, weak, unprepared, and then you move faster, strike harder, arrive readier. You don't need them to know who you are. You need them to underestimate what you can do. You have a choice: to demand understanding or to weaponize ignorance. Repeat after me. Their misjudgment is my shield. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't change minds that serve your purpose. Let them think small. That's efficiency through misperception. 10. The quiet strategy of dominance. The underestimated always have one advantage: surprise scale. You're not competing at the level they think you are. You're operating in dimensions they don't even see. Every day you build quietly, your potential multiplies invisibly, until one day it's not potential anymore. It's power. That's when you move. No announcement, no warning, just execution. You have a choice: to chase attention or to create inevitability. Repeat after me. Let them watch. I'm already gone. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't lose to people who don't know they're in a race. That's the silent advantage. Being underestimated isn't disrespect. It's opportunity. It's misdirection. It's oxygen for execution. You have a choice: to chase recognition or to weaponize invisibility. Repeat after me. They see average. I see advantage. They doubt. I build. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't be targeted if you're invisible. And you can't be stopped if they don't see you coming. That's the strategic value of being underestimated. Now that you understand the advantage of silence and invisibility, it's time to protect your process from exposure. You'll learn why darkness is the shield of progress and why visibility is the enemy of evolution. Chapter 3. Build in the dark, reveal in the light. You have a choice: to be watched or to be dangerous. That's the key. Visibility feels productive, but it's exposure. Every time you announce your next move, you invite interference. Every time you share your plan, you hand out blueprints for others to replicate or ruin. The disciplined don't advertise progress. They build in silence. They work where no one looks. And when the time comes, they reveal only results: complete, undeniable, unarguable. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't protect what you keep exposing. That's why darkness becomes your shield. 1. The construction phase is sacred. Every project, transformation, or evolution has 2 stages: building and revealing. Building requires solitude. Revealing requires readiness. Confusing the two destroys both. The construction phase is where structure is formed, foundations are tested, and identity is rebuilt. It's where you fail, recalibrate, and refine. This phase doesn't need witnesses. It needs discipline. You have a choice: to seek approval or to secure mastery. Repeat after me. The process is private. The result is public. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't perfect precision under observation. That's why mastery grows in the dark. 2. Darkness protects the process. Darkness is not absence. It's insulation. It shields your progress from 3 threats: doubt, theft, judgment. First, doubt. When people hear your plan, they project their limits onto it. Their fear becomes your hesitation. Second, theft. The world moves fast. If someone with more money or more reach sees your idea early, they'll replicate it before you finish. Third, judgment. Premature feedback kills momentum. People evaluate half-built things as failures. Silence prevents misinterpretation. You have a choice: to expose your blueprint or to protect your build. Repeat after me. Darkness defends direction. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't reach mastery if you keep stopping to explain the map. That's why quiet equals survival. 3. Visibility invites corruption. Every opinion contaminates intention. When you share your goals, you invite bias. When you post your progress, you invite performance. You start optimizing for applause instead of accuracy. That's how social approval replaces internal calibration. You have a choice: to impress the crowd or to obey the craft. Repeat after me. Applause dilutes accuracy. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't serve 2 masters: validation and victory. Choose one. Always choose victory. That's isolation through integrity. 4. Failure needs privacy. Failure is not weakness. It's data. But when you fail in public, it becomes theater. The noise distorts the lesson. You stop learning and start defending. In private, failure becomes feedback. You analyze it. You adjust it. You rebuild without distraction. You have a choice: to fail for performance or to fail for precision. Repeat after me. Silence converts failure into feedback. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't evolve if you keep explaining every misstep. That's why darkness protects correction. 5. Improvement requires iteration, not audience. Mastery grows in loops: repetition, reflection, refinement. Audiences interrupt loops. Every opinion shifts your focus. Every comment adjusts your direction. You stop iterating and start entertaining. You have a choice: to perform your progress or to perfect it. Repeat after me. Progress is private repetition. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't optimize systems under scrutiny. Precision needs privacy. That's construction without commentary. 6. The reveal is a weapon. Revealing too early weakens impact. Revealing complete destroys doubt. The reveal moment is the payoff for silence. It's the eruption after months of invisible construction. When you emerge with the finished product, not almost done, not still working, but complete, the world can't question it. You don't tell them what you're doing. You show them what's done. You have a choice: to broadcast progress or to drop proof. Repeat after me. Results replace explanations. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't be doubted when you deliver facts. That's revelation through readiness. 7. Surprise commands respect. Power is amplified by timing. When you reveal what no one expected, you disrupt their perception. You bypass skepticism and replace it with shock. That's psychological dominance. Because surprise rewrites hierarchy instantly. You don't need to convince anyone you're capable. You prove it by presenting outcomes they never saw coming. You have a choice: to seek recognition early or to seize respect later. Repeat after me. Surprise is currency. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't shock the world if you weren't first. That's why silence multiplies impact. 8. The shadow phase builds immunity. Darkness also trains resilience. Working unseen removes external validation. It forces internal drive. You learn to move without applause. You learn to focus without feedback. You learn to sustain without recognition. That's where unshakable discipline is born. You have a choice: to depend on witnesses or to depend on will. Repeat after me. Isolation builds immunity. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't rely on praise and call it strength. Real strength is invisible repetition. That's immunity through obscurity. 9. Every master was once hidden. Before mastery becomes visible, it's invisible for years. Every craftsman, fighter, builder, and strategist has a dark phase. Thousands of unseen hours shaping capability. When you see greatness, you're witnessing the reveal, not the build. The work that mattered happened where no one looked. You have a choice: to seek instant visibility or to endure invisible years. Repeat after me. Unseen effort creates unstoppable force. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't rush visibility without sacrificing foundation. Patience is the price of permanence. That's legacy through latency. 10. Darkness before domination. Building in the dark is not hiding. It's loading. You're collecting power. You're accumulating precision. You're calibrating identity. Then one day, without announcement, you step forward, fully formed, fully armed, fully ready. You don't request attention. You command it. You have a choice: to post the process or to present the proof. Repeat after me. I build in the dark. I reveal in the light. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't achieve dominance while demanding recognition. Dominance comes to those who disappear, develop, and then detonate. That's how the quiet conquer. You've learned how to protect your evolution, how silence preserves growth, and surprise multiplies power. Now it's time to refine what visibility actually means. Not absence, but intention. To learn when to reveal, what to reveal, and how to remain unpredictable even when seen. Chapter 4. The Power of Selective Transparency. You have a choice: to be visible or to be predictable. That's the key. Silence is not invisibility. It's control. Selective transparency means you decide what the world sees, when it sees it, and why it matters. You don't disappear. You direct perception. You show fragments, never the full frame. You reveal movement, not the method. You let them see the smoke, but never the fire. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't hide forever, but you can manage exposure. That's the power of selective transparency. 1. Visibility without vulnerability. Transparency isn't honesty. It's strategy. Honesty is personal. Transparency is tactical. You reveal information not to connect, but to control. You decide what others know. You decide what they believe that means. That's how you stay unpredictable. You have a choice: to overshare from ego or to disclose with precision. Repeat after me. I reveal intentionally. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't be studied if you decide what's visible. That's visibility without vulnerability. 2. Control the narrative, don't feed it. People will always build narratives around you. You can't stop them, but you can feed them the version that benefits you. That's control. When you release selective information, you set direction. When you release everything, you lose control. The goal isn't secrecy for its own sake. It's ownership of story. You have a choice: to be misunderstood by chance or by design. Repeat after me. I control my context. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't dictate opinion, but you can direct perception. That's communication as architecture. 3. Partial disclosure creates power. The strongest negotiators and strategists reveal only part of the truth. Enough to build trust, never enough to lose leverage. Partial information keeps others guessing. Guessing burns energy, and every bit of confusion you create increases your control. You have a choice: to satisfy curiosity or to maintain mystery. Repeat after me. Half-truths hold full power. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't maintain leverage when everyone knows your playbook. Keep them guessing. That's power through partiality. 4. The gap between perception and reality. The most dangerous individuals operate through a gap. What others think they can do versus what they can actually do. That gap is the zone of dominance. When people think you're at level 1, but you're secretly at level 10, every engagement becomes asymmetric. They plan for a limited version of you. You deploy the expanded one. You have a choice: to broadcast capability or to conceal it. Repeat after me. They see my ceiling. I know my depth. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't surprise anyone who fully understands you. Mystery multiplies margin. That's deception through difference. 5. Reserve the hidden layers. The disciplined keep reserves. Not money, not status, capability. You don't show every skill you have. You don't use every tool you own. You hold back layers. Techniques, knowledge, contacts, systems, all unannounced, undeployed, untouched until the moment they matter most. That's how the elite win when others panic. You have a choice: to reveal everything for attention or to retain strength for precision. Repeat after me. I keep a reserve. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't deploy surprise without preparation. That's strategy through silence. 6. Predictability is a liability. Predictability kills power. When people can forecast your behavior, they can counter it. When people can read your emotions, they can manipulate them. When people can anticipate your actions, they can neutralize them. Selective transparency disrupts this pattern. You give just enough information to appear consistent, but you withhold enough to stay unreadable. You have a choice: to be predictable or to be strategic. Repeat after me. Predictable loses. Unreadable wins. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't stay ahead if they know your next move. That's control through confusion. 7. The illusion of simplicity. Power hides in simplicity. The quiet professional makes complex systems look effortless. The elite strategist reduces chaos to calm movements. The illusion is intentional. You let them believe your results are easy, your process simple, your intelligence average. That illusion protects the depth behind it. You have a choice: to reveal complexity or to mask it. Repeat after me. I look simple. I am not. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't overwhelm them if they're already impressed. You overwhelm them when they're unprepared. That simplicity is disguise. 8. Never reveal your full arsenal. The ego wants to show all it has. Discipline refuses. When you reveal every capability, you surrender unpredictability. When you use every weapon, you lose your reserve. The disciplined know restraint is more powerful than revelation. You have a choice: to impress now or to dominate later. Repeat after me. I don't show all I own. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't outlast if you overspend. Energy, tactics, and strength must be rationed like ammunition. That's endurance through restraint. 9. Show when it serves strategy. Selective transparency isn't permanent silence. You reveal when it multiplies results. You show progress when it builds trust. You demonstrate capability when it secures control. You speak only when words move the needle. Every reveal must serve a measurable outcome. You have a choice: to reveal for ego or to reveal for effect. Repeat after me. Every word is a weapon. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't build mystique by accident. It's deliberate architecture, seen only when useful. That's design through discretion. 10. Unpredictability equals dominance. The most dangerous person in any environment is the one nobody can fully read. They appear calm but capable, simple but strategic, quiet but lethal. Nobody knows their depth. Nobody knows their plan. Nobody knows when they'll move. Only that when they do, it's decisive. You have a choice: to be known or to be unknowable. Repeat after me. I am seen but never measured. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't be countered when they can't calculate you. That's dominance through opacity. Selective transparency is not hiding. It's engineering perception. You don't disappear. You decide what's visible. You don't show weakness. You showcase control. You have a choice: to reveal to impress or to reveal to win. Repeat after me. I reveal strategically. I remain unreadable. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't be cornered if they never know your size. That's how the quiet control the loud, through selective transparency. You've learned how to weaponize visibility and manage perception, how to control exposure while maintaining mystery. Now it's time to eliminate the last form of weakness, the need to explain yourself. Chapter 5. Stop explaining yourself. You have a choice: to defend your path or to walk it. That's the key. Explanations are energy leaks. Every time you justify yourself, you hand away control. Strong people don't explain. They decide. They act. They adjust. Dangerous people move without validation. Their decisions are internal. Their confidence is self-contained. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't stay sharp if you keep asking for permission. That's why you stop explaining. 1. Explanations equal dependence. When you explain, you seek agreement. When you seek agreement, you create dependence. That's the first weakness. The moment you feel the urge to say, "Let me explain," you've already accepted that someone else's opinion matters more than your execution. That's a trap. Dependence dilutes direction. You have a choice: to need validation or to operate with authority. Repeat after me. My decisions don't need defense. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't lead if you're still trying to be liked. Authority requires indifference. That's strength through separation. 2. Every explanation invites interference. When you explain, you open the door. Opinions walk in, and opinions multiply like noise. They distort your focus. They question your certainty. You start defending instead of deciding. You start doubting instead of doing. Every lie becomes a wall between you and the work. You have a choice: to seek understanding or to secure results. Repeat after me. Silence blocks interference. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't build precision with a committee. You build it alone. That's execution through exclusion. 3. Confidence doesn't explain. Explanations are for insecurity. Confidence doesn't talk, it acts. You don't convince people you're sure. You prove it through consistent action. Every sentence that starts with, "I'm doing this because," signals uncertainty. Because certainty doesn't require narration. You have a choice: to announce conviction or to embody it. Repeat after me. I act. I don't explain. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't project strength while requesting approval. That's contradiction in motion. That's confidence through silence. 4. Silence removes negotiation. When you explain, you give people room to negotiate your decision. When you stay silent, there's nothing to argue with. Silence ends debate before it begins. It doesn't invite opinion. It doesn't invite doubt. It doesn't invite weakness. The sentence, "I've got it handled," is final. It signals certainty. It closes the door. You have a choice: to leave openings or to close them with authority. Repeat after me. Silence ends negotiation. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't maintain control if you keep opening the floor. Command requires closure. That's leadership through brevity. 5. Defending drains focus. Every defense burns energy. Energy you could use for execution. When you explain, you relive your reasoning. When you relive it, you fragment focus. Strong minds don't rehearse justification. They stay locked on trajectory. You have a choice: to defend your decision or to deepen it. Repeat after me. Defense drains energy. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't move forward while replaying conversations. Focus is finite. Spend it only on progress. That's preservation through detachment. 6. Explanations create open loops. Every conversation that ends with "does that make sense?" invites another one. Explanations don't close loops. They extend them. You stay mentally occupied with other people's opinions. You replay reactions. You wait for agreement. That's distraction disguised as communication. You have a choice: to chase closure or to create it. Repeat after me. Silence closes loops. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't create momentum while circling validation. Silence ends the loop instantly. That's clarity through closure. 7. Justification weakens authority. Every justification erodes command. You can't be both decisive and defensive. When you explain your leadership, you undermine it. When you defend your discipline, you dilute it. Authority doesn't justify. It executes. You have a choice: to be right or to be respected. Repeat after me. Leaders don't explain. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't maintain presence while explaining your position. Authority is silent certainty. That's dominance through direction. 8. Noise attracts opposition. The more you talk, the more targets you create. Every detail you reveal becomes ammunition. People can't criticize what they don't understand. They can't sabotage what they can't access. Explanation is exposure. Silence is armor. You have a choice: to invite attack or to stay untouchable. Repeat after me. Silence protects progress. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't be betrayed by information you never share. That's invulnerability through discretion. 9. Execution is the only explanation that matters. When you deliver results, explanation becomes obsolete. Nobody asks why when they're watching how. Nobody questions method when the outcome speaks for itself. Results are the only language strong people speak. You have a choice: to tell people what you're doing or to show them when it's done. Repeat after me. Results replace reasons. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't talk your way into respect. You earn it through execution. That's demonstration through dominance. 10. The discipline of minimal words. Every unnecessary word is friction. Every explanation is excess. Strong language is concise. It communicates direction, not discussion. One sentence, one tone, one outcome. I've got a handle. No justification. No breakdown. No story. You have a choice: to explain endlessly or to conclude instantly. Repeat after me. Fewer words, greater weight. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't appear decisive while speaking like a negotiator. Silence communicates more than sentences ever will. That's efficiency through control. Stop explaining yourself. Stop defending your direction. Stop inviting people into decisions they don't deserve access to. You have a choice: To live in debate or to live in command? Repeat after me. I don't explain. I execute. I don't defend. I decide. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't gain respect through argument. You gain it through outcome. That's the discipline of silence. You've learned to stop bleeding energy through explanation, to end negotiation, to protect direction, and to let results speak. Now it's time to strengthen the mask, to appear calm while calculating, unreadable while thinking, still while advancing. Chapter 6. Appearing calm while calculating. You have a choice, to react or to read. That's the key. The loudest person in the room shows emotion. The most dangerous one shows nothing. Surface calm. Internal calculation. The combination is lethal. Because when others think you're still, you're processing. When others think you're neutral, you're analyzing. When others think you're done, you're deciding the next 3 moves. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't control their chaos. You can control your composure. That's the foundation of dominance. 1. Calm is not weakness, it's weaponization. Calm is misunderstood. Average minds think it means softness. Disciplined minds know it means control. Calm gives you time to think. Calm gives you space to calculate. Calm gives you leverage when others are blinded by reaction. You have a choice, to express or to evaluate. Repeat after me. Calm isn't passive. It's precise. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't analyze while you're emotional. That's why calm is not a mask. It's a mechanism. 2. The calm surface, the active mind. On the surface, stillness. Beneath it, constant movement. Your mind runs patterns. Your awareness scans for tells. Your intuition builds scenarios. The world sees tranquility. You're running silent calculations. That's the ideal balance. Visible composure, invisible intelligence. You have a choice, to display activity or to disguise it. Repeat after me. My stillness hides my speed. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't predict someone who hides their processing. That's unpredictability through poise. 3. Emotion is data, not direction. Emotion exists to inform, not to control. Anger signals threat. Fear signals risk. Excitement signals opportunity. But emotion is data, not command. You extract the signal. You ignore the noise. That's emotional discipline. The difference between reactors and operators. You have a choice, to obey emotion or to interpret it. Repeat after me. I feel everything. I display nothing. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't think clearly if you act emotionally. That's logic through restraint. 4. Silence multiplies intelligence. When you stay silent, you force others to reveal themselves. They talk. You listen. They argue. You observe. They guess. You confirm. Every second you remain quiet, you collect data. Words are windows. Silence is sonar. You have a choice, to speak and expose, or to stay silent and study. Repeat after me. I'll learn by listening. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't gather intel if you're filling the air. That's analysis through absence. 5. The neutral face is armor. Your face is a broadcast tower. Most people leak emotion unconsciously. Every twitch, every frown, every glance communicates state. Train neutrality until it becomes automatic. Your expression must say nothing. No joy, no fear, no frustration. A blank canvas keeps others blind. You have a choice, to transmit emotion or to conceal it. Repeat after me. My face is calm. My mind is calculating. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't be read if you remove the signal. That's defense through neutrality. 6. Calm breaks opponents. Aggressive people need feedback. They thrive on visible reactions. When you give none, they collapse. Your calm frustrates them. Your silence confuses them. Your control exposes their instability. That's psychological dominance without aggression. You have a choice: to engage emotionally or to control rhythm. Repeat after me. My calm breaks chaos. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't be manipulated if they can't provoke you. That's disruption through composure. 7. Read before you react. The untrained respond. The disciplined read first. When tension rises, breathe once before speaking. When challenged, observe tone before content. When attacked, study motive before words. That split-second pause separates reaction from calculation. You have a choice: to answer impulsively or to act strategically. Repeat after me. I read before I react. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't win speed battles with emotion. You win timing battles with awareness. That's control through delay. 8. Train to calm daily. Calm isn't natural. It's trained. Start small. Traffic, arguments, deadlines, irritations. These are your drills. Each one tests your ability to hold still while your mind moves. Neutral face, controlled tone, active observation. Do it until calm becomes default, not performance. You have a choice: to train composure or to hope for it under pressure. Repeat after me. I practice calm under stress. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't summon control in crisis if you never practiced it in calm. That's conditioning through consistency. 9. Approachable and untouchable. The goal is paradox. Externally approachable, internally untouchable. You appear open. You remain unreadable. People trust your calm presence, but they never penetrate your private calculations. That's influence through composure. You have a choice: to intimidate with noise or to lead with stillness. Repeat after me. I am calm. I am calculating. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't command loyalty through fear. You command it through reliability. And reliability begins with control. That's power through paradox. 10. Calm is default, not performance. The highest level of composure isn't acting calm. It's being calm. When stress hits, your body stays neutral. When pressure rises, your tone stays level. When others panic, your breathing remains steady. At that level, calm is not costume, it's code. You have a choice: to imitate peace or to embody it. Repeat after me. Calm is my baseline. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't fake mastery forever. The goal is integration, stillness as identity. That's invisibility through conditioning. Calm is not emptiness. It's preparation. Every breath between action and reaction is calculation. Every silence between sentences is strategy. You're not unfeeling. You're unreadable. You have a choice: to live in reaction or to live in rhythm. Repeat after me. I appear calm. I calculate everything. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't dominate through chaos. You dominate through composure. That's the discipline of stillness. You've learned how to weaponize neutrality, how to look calm while running silent calculations underneath. Now it's time to advance from concealment to structure, to learn how withholding your full power keeps you untouchable. Chapter 7. The danger of revealing your full hand. You have a choice: to impress now or to win later. That's the key. The ego wants to show everything. Discipline holds back. When you reveal your full hand, you eliminate mystery. When you eliminate mystery, you surrender leverage. And when you surrender leverage, you lose control. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't stay dangerous when everyone knows your playbook. That's the principle of concealed strength. 1. Confidence doesn't require exposure. Insecure people advertise their skill. Confident people demonstrate it only when necessary. The difference is subtle but decisive. Real power doesn't broadcast, it waits. You have a choice: to prove or to preserve. Repeat after me. I don't show what I don't need to. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't preserve advantage while satisfying ego. That's why the confident are quiet. Their results speak louder than their words. That's discretion through dominance. 2. The ego craves display. The disciplined crave control. The ego needs applause. The disciplined need advantage. The ego shows its strength to feel strong. The disciplined conceal theirs to stay strong. That's the separation between noise and control. You have a choice: to seek validation or to secure victory. Repeat after me. My ego spins. My discipline saves. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't maintain control while feeding your ego. That's power through restraint. 3. Exposure removes flexibility. When you show all your cards, you fix your position. Everyone knows your capability, your limits, your methods. You become predictable. Predictable equals vulnerable. Flexibility requires opacity. You have a choice: to be transparent or to be tactical. Repeat after me. I reveal nothing until required. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't adapt when everyone anticipates your next move. That's survival through secrecy. 4. Keep layers in reserve. The best always have something left: a hidden skill, a backup plan, a deeper reserve of focus, endurance, or knowledge. You show just enough to win the moment, never enough to reveal the system. That reserve is your insurance policy. You have a choice: to exhaust early or to finish decisively. Repeat after me. Always keep a layer hidden. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't dominate consistently if you peak prematurely. That's longevity through concealment. 5. Predictability kills power. Once people can predict you, they can preempt you. Once they preempt you, you lose control of tempo. You must remain unreadable. Not chaotic, just opaque. Not erratic, just selective. Your actions must be deliberate, your motives unclear. You have a choice: to be readable or to be unpredictable. Repeat after me. Predictable loses. Unreadable wins. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't surprise anyone who already knows your pattern. That's power through uncertainty. 6. Hold power, don't display it. You don't have to show strength to possess it. You don't have to announce power to apply it. The most effective operators act invisible until it's too late for resistance. They move in silence. They strike without warning. They finish before anyone realizes they've started. You have a choice: to seek recognition or to secure position. Repeat after me. Power shown is power diluted. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't maintain advantage once you reveal capability. That's dominance through discretion. 7. Reserve creates psychological pressure. When others know you're capable but can't measure your limits, they become cautious. They hesitate. They overthink. They waste energy guessing. That hesitation is your leverage. The unknown always weighs heavier than the known. You have a choice: to be measured or to be mysterious. Repeat after me. They can't counter what they can't comprehend. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't create fear through transparency. You create it through uncertainty. That's psychological control through restraint. 8. Information is ammunition. Every detail you reveal becomes ammunition for someone else. Plans, skills, resources, connections. The more people know, the more they can plan against you. The less they know, the more they assume, and assumptions destroy precision. Keep your information compartmentalized. Reveal only what strengthens position. You have a choice: to overshare or to operate securely. Repeat after me. My information is leverage. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't defend yourself if you keep arming others with your data. That's survival through silence. 9. Delayed revelation multiplies impact. Timing turns concealment into shock. When you reveal strength at the right moment, in negotiation, in conflict, in execution, the impact multiplies. Nobody expects it. Nobody prepares for it. Nobody recovers from it. That's the power of delayed revelation. You have a choice: to display early or to deploy strategically. Repeat after me. I reveal when impact is certain. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't win attention and respect at the same time. Attention is temporary. Surprise is permanent. That's control through timing. 10. Leave depth unexplored. Always leave something unseen. A deeper skill, a sharper edge, an unseen layer of capability. People should walk away thinking they've only seen part of what you can do, because they have. That partial exposure creates permanent curiosity. Curiosity sustains power. You have a choice: to be fully known or forever studied. Repeat after me. I leave depth undiscovered. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't be dismissed when people suspect there's more to you. That's reputation through mystery. Never reveal your full hand. Never display your full power. Never empty your arsenal for applause. You have a choice: to look impressive now or to remain untouchable forever. Repeat after me. I hold more than they see. I reveal only to win. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't lose leverage if you never spend it. That's the discipline of restraint. You've learned how to maintain hidden depth, how to turn mystery into dominance, and silence into surprise. Now it's time to master the environment that amplifies your control, the power of silence itself. Chapter 8. Cultivating comfortable silence. You have a choice: to speak or to control. That's the key. Silence isn't weakness. It's strategy. The loud fill space because they fear it. The quiet own space because they understand it. Most people can't handle silence. They break it with noise. They confess. They ramble. They reveal. The one who stays silent directs the rhythm. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't dominate a room if you're competing for noise. That's control through quiet. 1. Silence creates pressure. Silence feels like tension to most. They rush to fill it. That's your leverage. Every second of silence increases discomfort. Every word they use to escape, it increases your information. You have a choice: to relieve tension or to let it work for you. Repeat after me. Silence creates pressure. Pressure creates truth. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't extract truth by interrupting. You extract it by waiting. That's intelligence through patience. 2. Silence forces revelation. People reveal themselves in silence. Their thoughts leak out to fill the gap. Their words betray insecurity. You say nothing, and they start explaining. You stay calm, and they start confessing. That's the paradox of silence. It makes others speak for you. You have a choice: to speak first or to let silence do the work. Repeat after me. Silence pulls information. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't learn while talking. You can only learn while listening. That's dominance through observation. 3. Silence communicates confidence. Words chase validation. Silence projects certainty. The person who doesn't rush to explain signals control. The person who pauses before responding signals power. You don't need to convince anyone when you already know. You have a choice: to impress or to project strength. Repeat after me. Silence is confidence. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't look steady if you sound desperate. Stillness speaks louder than persuasion. That's composure through minimalism. 4. Silence breaks rhythm. In arguments, silence is disruption. It breaks emotional momentum. It resets control. When someone shouts, stay silent. When someone provokes, breathe. Their energy has nowhere to go. They tire themselves out. You have a choice: to react or to redirect. Repeat after me. My silence resets control. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't win against chaos by joining it. You win by starting a response. That's dominance through stillness. 5. Silence commands respect. People respect what they can't predict, and they fear what they can't read. When your silence becomes habitual, others adjust around you. They measure their words. They question their assumptions. That's power redistribution from noise to quiet. You have a choice: to demand attention or to command it. Repeat after me. Respect grows in silence. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't command through volume. You command through presence. That's influence through absence. 6. Silence enhances listening. Every pause creates opportunity. You hear tone, hesitation, contradiction. You see patterns others miss. Most people listen to reply. Disciplined people listen to analyze. You gather data, detect motives, and adjust tactics, all while they assume you're passive. You have a choice: to react emotionally or to listen strategically. Repeat after me. I collect before I respond. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't respond accurately without full information. That's precision through patience. 7. Silence protects information. Every word you speak is a data leak. The fewer words you use, the fewer weaknesses you expose. The quiet hold power because they reveal nothing, not intent, not reaction, not thought. The loud reveal everything. You have a choice: to inform or to protect. Repeat after me. My silence keeps me safe. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't be exploited if they don't know your position. That's defense through discretion. 8. Train discomfort tolerance. Silence feels unnatural because it forces stillness. Stillness exposes insecurity. That's why it's training. Start small. Pause for 3 seconds before responding. 5 seconds before disagreeing. 10 seconds before reacting emotionally. Extend the gap. Expand your comfort. You have a choice: to escape silence or to own it. Repeat after me. I sit in silence until it obeys me. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't command others' attention if you can't command your own discomfort. That's strength through stillness. 9. Strategic silence in negotiation. In negotiation, silence shifts leverage. After you make an offer, say nothing. After they counter, stay quiet. The next person who speaks loses ground. Silence forces others to fill space with concessions. Every dealmaker knows: the one who can hold the pause longest wins. You have a choice: to speak out of fear or to wait out of control. Repeat after me. Silence closes deals. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't dictate outcome by speaking. You dictate it by staying unshaken. That's leverage through patience. 10. Silence as daily discipline. Silence isn't situational. It's lifestyle. You build it daily, during meetings, conversations, and moments of stress. Let others rush to fill space. Let them expose their patterns. You, on the other hand, maintain rhythm. You conserve energy. You choose precision over noise. You have a choice: to chase noise or to control space. Repeat after me. My silence is structure. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't live with control if your mouth outruns your mind. That's mastery through minimal sound. Silence is not absence. It's architecture. It's the frame around every decision, every move, every advantage. You have a choice: to speak impulsively or to command strategically. Repeat after me. I don't fear silence. I use it. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't control perception through speech. You control it through silence. That's the discipline of still power. You've learned how silence creates tension, commands respect, and reveals truth without a word. Now it's time to build what others never see. The hidden layers of capability that make you untouchable. Chapter 9. Building capabilities nobody expects. You have a choice: to specialize visibly or to build silently. That's the key. Your visible skill gets you in a room. Your hidden capabilities decide what happens once you're there. The loud rely on reputation. The quiet rely on readiness. When people underestimate your range, you gain control. When people don't know what you can do, they can't defend against it. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't be predictable when your capability runs deeper than perception. That's the essence of being quietly dangerous. 1. Hidden skills equal hidden power. Power isn't public. It's stored in silence. The accountant who can fight. The engineer who understands persuasion. The quiet operator who studies strategy at 3 a.m. They all share one advantage: nobody expects them. You have a choice: to show everything or to build quietly. Repeat after me. My hidden skills are my hidden weapons. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't surprise anyone if they already know your range. That's unpredictability through preparation. 2. Diversify in secret categories. Don't build skills only in your visible lane. Build across dimensions nobody associates with you. Physical: endurance, defense, survival. Intellectual: logic, psychology, strategy. Technical: systems, coding, data. Social: influence, empathy, leverage. Each category expands control. You have a choice: to stay narrow or to expand quietly. Repeat after me. I learn in silence. I apply in strength. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't dominate a dynamic world with static skills. That's advantage through variety. 3. Train without announcement. Public training attracts commentary. Private training produces mastery. You don't need to post your practice. You don't need to broadcast your improvement. Every silent repetition compounds advantage. Every unseen hour sharpens capability. You have a choice: to seek recognition or to secure readiness. Repeat after me. I train unseen. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't build quietly if you need applause. That's progress through privacy. 4. Your public persona is the decoy. What people see is bait. What they don't see is leverage. Let them think you're just one thing. Let them underestimate. That underestimation becomes insulation. They plan for a version of you that no longer exists. You have a choice: to be transparent or to be tactical. Repeat after me. My image is cover. My depth is power. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't be targeted if they can't define you. That's protection through perception. 5. Complex skill, simple behavior. On the surface, simplicity. Underneath, complexity. Your behavior is calm. Your execution is layered. People think they understand you because you act predictably. They never realize the structure behind that calm. You have a choice: to act complex or to think complex. Repeat after me. I appear simple. I operate sophisticated. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't be intercepted when your process is invisible. That's sophistication through simplicity. 6. Unseen capability equals unmeasured advantage. The skills you never display are the ones that keep you ahead. When people see only part of your range, they measure wrong. They miscalculate risk. They misjudge position. You never correct them. You let them guess wrong. You have a choice: to correct perception or to capitalize on it. Repeat after me. I use misjudgment as leverage. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't control opinion, but you can control accuracy. That's strategy through silence. 7. The compound effect of hidden learning. Small, unseen improvements accumulate faster than visible ones. 5 pages a day, 10 minutes of coding, 15 minutes of language study. Over time, quiet repetition builds invisible mastery. You have a choice: to chase intensity or to sustain consistency. Repeat after me. I build daily. I reveal rarely. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't create exponential results without compounding. That's endurance through patience. 8. The element of surprise is irreplaceable. Surprise creates shock. Shock creates hesitation. Hesitation creates advantage. That's the chain of control. When you reveal a skill nobody knew existed, you reset hierarchy. You have a choice: to announce ability or to deploy it. Repeat after me. I reveal through execution. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't surprise anyone if you preview the strike. That's dominance through timing. 9. Avoid the trap of identity. Identity is limitation. When you define yourself by one title, you imprison potential. You're not the job. You're not the label. You're the system behind them. The accountant can lead. The artist can analyze. The soldier can strategize. You have a choice: to be labeled or to evolve. Repeat after me. I am more than my role. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't grow in public categories. You grow in private expansion. That's transformation through anonymity. 10. Depth creates detachment. When you master multiple domains, no single loss defines you. If one skill fails, another sustains. If one path closes, another opens. Breadth creates calm because capability creates freedom. You have a choice: to rely on one tool or to build an arsenal. Repeat after me. My depth makes me independent. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't be controlled when you can rebuild from any angle. That's liberation through skill. Build what they don't expect. Train where they don't look. Grow in directions nobody measures. You have a choice: to be visible or to be versatile. Repeat after me. I grow in silence. I strike with precision. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't lose power when your foundation is invisible. That's capability through concealment. You've learned how hidden skills create depth, unpredictability, and leverage. How silence builds dimension and dimension builds security. Now it's time to take that discipline and stretch it over years, to play the long game where quiet consistency compounds into unstoppable power. Chapter 10. The long game of silent power. You have a choice: to burn fast or to last long. That's the key. Loud power is performance. Silent power is permanence. The loud win attention. The quiet win decades. You can impress now or dominate forever, but never both. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't sustain noise. You can sustain structure. That's the foundation of lasting power. 1. Short-term noise versus long-term mastery. The world rewards noise temporarily and mastery permanently. Noise gets clicks. Mastery gets control. The ones shouting about results rarely maintain them. The ones building systems replace them silently. You have a choice: to seek attention or to secure autonomy. Repeat after me. Short-term noise fades. Long-term systems stay. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't outlast time with volume. You outlast time with process. That's longevity through design. 2. Power compounds through repetition. Power doesn't arrive. It accumulates. Every day you build skill. Every repetition compounds. Every quiet improvement layers advantage. This is how silent power grows, invisibly, consistently, relentlessly. You have a choice: to chase peaks or to build plateaus. Repeat after me. Consistency compounds faster than chaos. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't sustain intensity forever. You sustain structure forever. That's power through compounding. 3. Private work, public impact. You don't build in the spotlight. You build in the dark. Every quiet hour of work is a deposit into a future you haven't met yet. Every invisible effort becomes visible impact later. The public only sees the explosion. They never see the compression. You have a choice: to chase display or to embrace development. Repeat after me. Private effort creates public power. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't perform your way into mastery. You build your way into inevitability. That's creation through concealment. 4. Validation is the enemy of longevity. Validation is short fuel. It burns fast and ends empty. Every time you need applause, you shorten focus. Every time you need recognition, you waste energy. The long game ignores validation completely. You have a choice: to perform or to progress. Repeat after me. I don't need recognition. I need results. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't leave from dependence. You leave from detachment. That's power through independence. 5. Compounding quietly builds irreversibility. You work for years unseen. Then suddenly, you're unavoidable. That's not luck. That's math. Every day you learn, you build, you refine. The gap between you and the performer widens. They chase attention. You chase advantage. They seek spotlight. You seek systems. One day they burn out, and you're just beginning. You have a choice: to appear powerful or to become permanent. Repeat after me. My growth is invisible until it's undeniable. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't fake longevity. You can only build it. That's inevitability through patience. 6. The weight of quiet authority. At the highest level, power doesn't speak. It's felt. You walk into rooms and people sense difference. They can't define it, but they feel it. That's not charisma. That's compound credibility. Years of quiet discipline, clean execution, and emotional control accumulate into presence. You have a choice: to demand respect or to radiate it. Repeat after me. My silence carries weight. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't command respect through volume. You command it through gravity. That's authority through accumulation. 7. Delayed gratification, accelerated power. Every time you delay gratification, you increase leverage. While others consume, you create. While they celebrate, you calculate. While they rest, you repeat. The difference compounds until it's irreversible. You have a choice: to be satisfied or to be sovereign. Repeat after me. Delay now. Dominate later. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't chase instant results and long-term mastery at once. That's control through deferral. 8. Invisible years create visible decades. The most powerful phase of your life will be unseen. No applause, no acknowledgement, just repetition, discipline, refinement. Most quit during this phase because they confuse silence with stagnation. But silence is where growth multiplies quietly. You have a choice: to chase noise now or to build momentum forever. Repeat after me. I work unseen so I can live unmatched. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't measure mastery daily. You measure it in decades. That's endurance through invisibility. 9. Becoming unshakable. When you play the long game, time becomes your ally. You don't panic when progress is slow. You don't flinch when others surge ahead. Because you know velocity fades, but consistency compounds. You have a choice: to chase momentum or to build stability. Repeat after me. I don't rush. I reinforce. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't lose rhythm when patience is your pace. That's calm through confidence. 10. Silent power becomes generational. Silent power doesn't end with you. It transfers. Systems outlive individuals. Values outlast recognition. Structure scales beyond presence. The performer fades with applause. The builder leaves a legacy. You have a choice: to fade fast or to echo forever. Repeat after me. I build for decades, not days. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't create legacy through performance. You create it through permanence. That's immortality through intention. Silent power isn't the absence of movement. It's precision across time. You don't rush. You reinforce. You don't show. You shape. Every day adds weight. Every repetition adds structure. Every year compounds advantage. You have a choice: to burn bright or to burn forever. Repeat after me. I am quiet. I am consistent. I am permanent. Control what you control. Let go of what you don't. You can't be broken when your foundation is built in silence. That's the long game of power. That's how you stay dangerous. That's how you stay quiet. So here's the truth they don't want you to know. Your silence is a weapon. Your calmness is a strategy. Your hidden abilities are your true power. While everyone else is revealing themselves, broadcasting, announcing, and explaining, you're building. You're learning. You're honing your skills in the shadows, where no one can judge you, discourage you, or stop you. They think you're average because you're quiet. Great. Let them think that. Let them underestimate you. Let them focus on the loud ones while you become dangerous in private. Because when the time comes, and it always does, you won't need to announce yourself. Your results will do that for you. Your abilities will speak for themselves. Your impact will be undeniable. And they'll ask, "Where did you come from?" And you won't explain. You'll just smile, because you know something they don't. Real power doesn't show off. It doesn't need an audience. It doesn't require applause. It just exists, waiting quietly until it's time to act. So stop talking about what you're going to do. Stop explaining yourself to people who don't deserve understanding. Stop revealing your cards to competitors who are studying your every move. Just build. Be quiet. Be dangerous. And when you're ready, not when they expect it, not when it's convenient, but when victory is certain, then you act. Until then, silence. Always silence.